Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. I also do pick a card readings. You may have some messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. I hope you had a good week and this weekend will be good for you. I come to you, Heavenly Father, asking for you to bring down the message or messages meant for the collective reading, and to protect me as I give them their message or messages, and to protect them as they receive it. Please and thank you. I ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. For those of you that's new to my channel or just coming across one of my videos, I do what's called What is Being Manifested spread. Lotion again. Too many. Too many. Take that. Come on. We have at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. make sure that I show that good enough in the camera. I've been seeing I haven't gotten it in there good. Okay. As you see for cards anyway, it resembles a person. These two represent the heart of what's being manifested. This is the head of what's being manifested. This is what God or the universe is bringing or manifesting. This is what you're manifesting, and this is what's to come next. Now, these two that's represented by the heart of what's being manifested, we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. I'm picking up after a harsh betrayal that you're going to have your stability back. So, I'm picking up something here. For some of you, it wasn't a betrayal necessarily, but a chemical imbalance in your body that was causing a problem is what I'm picking up on. Because of this right here, it's sticking out to me. So now you're going to have your stability back in your system, within your body. And everything's going to come back together is the way it should be. Especially followed by the head of what's being manifested, the Temperance, balancing things out and really mixing things in, bringing forth a more healthier mixture within yourself. Perhaps you were taking something that helped you to really stabilize yourself, or you're being guided. That's what you should be really working on manifesting, because that will help you be more complete and whole. And then I'm also picking up after everything coming to an end for you, that may have seemed like it was an ending of devastation, that all is not lost, because you are now manifesting your 10 of Pentacles of having structured and financial abundance that you are looking and seeking for. And that you're getting guidance from someone that you look up to and is helping you along the way. And that is the help you're getting for you to help you to manifest exactly what you're trying to manifest. And then over here, what God or the universe is bringing is the Emperor, putting you more in your power. So you're being helped with manifesting more of your, seeing that you are already in your power. You just had to see for yourself that you have been in your power all along. After seeing past the illusions of feeling like you're just being defeated over and over again, when really in reality is you had to overcome that to see your power that you already had within you, that sort of activated that within you. And God is helping you to see that it's always been in you all of this time. And what you're manifesting is the Page of Pentacles. A brand new beginning is something that's solid. A solid career that's at the beginning that's really going to manifest for you quite nicely. And it's something you're passionate about. I'm picking that up with this necklace. It looks kind of like a heart, almost like a heart. And what's to come next is the Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work will pay off, and it's really going to come in. And for some of you, you've really been studying hard with something that's really going to bring forth this new career that you're trying to manifest. By studying for that degree is really going to help you. I'm picking up medical degree for some. And you'll really be a light for others, guiding them along the way for the ones that's more of a guiding light. And I'm picking up that for those of you that's resonating with the doctoring, that you will be working with more of natural sources that will really benefit people in the long run, and teaching them about self-care and really helping them to really repair their body in the way that you've learned to do so. So by you learning how, you're going to show other people the way in that way. Showing them there's a better way. Healthcare, as in health, really through a healthy way. Through changing their diet and more natural things, eliminating things that do not serve their body and replacing it with things that's more healthier and natural is the way I'm picking up that you're wanting to go with it. And that you're very passionate. You're going to have a passionate new beginning along with this solid new beginning. Because you're passionate about helping others is what I'm picking up on. You're wanting to help people live longer, because I'm getting this with the skull here, that you're no longer wanting to give the type of help that's always been less than that. You're wanting to give them more longevity. I can't seem to say it. Longevity. So they can live in healthy, long, prosperous, and abundant life. Perhaps even studying, some of you thinking of studying or currently studying herbalism, and that you should continue to do so because you would flourish in it and you would pay forward in helping people, not just yourself, but many people. It'll help you to feel fulfilled. Even though there's no water here, I'm feeling with this Ten of Pentacles, it will just make you feel abundant and prosperous just knowing you're helping others. And as a whole, what I'm picking up on, all that ends always has a beginning. So never think just because something ends that there is never a new beginning, because something has to come to an end before you can start something new. You can't start something new at the same time as having the old. You have to let go of the old to bring in the new. And perhaps some of you are even practicing alchemy. And it'll help you pay forward what you've learned. You can help others as doing so. And with this, the Emperor being brought to you is also putting you in leadership position so you can lead the pack and help others to live a better, authentic, and healthy lifestyle, despite so much that's going on that it makes it harder to do. But there is still ways. You just have to look for the solution. And you've come to know this, and so you're wanting to help others do the same, for those that's willingly wants that kind of help. And live by example. But that's all I'm picking up from the tarot. So we'll move on to the oracle. Peace. Archangel Shamael. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So you're learning that peace, you're learning more about where peace comes from, not only within, but from knowing that love is the only thing that's truly real and lasting. Or you will be coming into knowing this. And for some, I'm feeling guided that that's what you're needing to learn at this time. And then this just popped out. Okay, relationship harmony. Archangel Regel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So also, for you, those of you that's been having problems with arguments and conflicts with loved ones, that is coming into peace and harmony now. And for others of you, you're learning to not have inner conflict and butting heads with your own self, with yourself anymore, and finding that inner peace and harmony within yourself. By coming more from a whole-mindedness rather than a split mind, you're learning that more. I'm picking that up again like the last general reading. So perhaps it's kind of a continuing of that. And this is coming out to me, sticking out to me right now with the Gemini. So communication is something that's key to as well. Learning how to clearly communicate with yourself and others. Like lovingly learn how to communicate with yourself and others. Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen, an article, or book. So you're also being guided to write your thoughts. So that way you can make that inner peace and harmony with yourself by writing down what it is that you need to write. And perhaps for some of you, you're trying to get into writing, or you're new at writing and you're honing in on that and learning the skills you need more. Or perhaps you're coming into realizing that creative writing, like a creative writing course, would really benefit you. It really helped with that structure. It really would. There's more to creative writing than what people think it is. I'll tell you that right now. It'll really benefit you more than you realize. A lot of people think otherwise, but really, there's a lot more to it. It doesn't matter if you're naturally great at writing. Learning the skills and the foundation to help build that natural talent you have will really help you to learn how to structure it in a more clear way, especially with these Geminis coming out again. You know, Gemini represents communication and can be very creative as well. So you can clearly communicate. Taking a creative writing course would be a good place for you to go if you're considering being creative in writing in any sort of way. Even if it's not a book, just creative writing in any sort of way. I feel guided to speak up on that to help somebody that might needed that. And then spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So now at this time you're understanding more behind symbolisms and understanding more esoteric information because it's being brought to you, and as you're having it brought to you, you're understanding it more clearly. So you can bring it forth to people. Perhaps some of you are even being guided to write on your learnings of your spiritual understanding of the esoteric information that you're maybe getting downloads on. Now, for the next oracle, we're going to use Manifest Soulmate Oracles. Excuse if that comes into the camera. There's a moth in here. I gotta get that thing out. But maybe that's a sign too in itself about more about transformation, like the last video it's picking up on. You're really going through a big transformation right now. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. It came through. I figured it would. Okay, so you're being, under here, you're this, so life is anything you want to make it. If you want it to be great, it'll be great. If you want to stay in, if you don't want to stay in discomfort, you got to do something about it. Brighten your own life. And bring forth more of a creative endeavor for yourself. Even if it's not a creative thing you're doing, make a big statement is what I'm picking up. Don't stand on the sidelines. Make a big statement and really put yourself out there. And you'll be great at whatever you're working on. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Okay, with this being right underneath relationship harmony, perhaps you're having to learn or learning this fact that just because something is in the moment of a moment of passion, for example, if you're really heated in the moment, you can make decisions, irrational decisions, if you don't first calm yourself first. So don't make the permanent decision just on temporary feelings you're having in that moment that you may regret later. So with that being right underneath, arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Perhaps you're going to learn this or you're coming into learning this. Any way it goes, this is something you should learn. Okay, I'm also picking up, she's painting the roses red. Yes, that's Alice. I'm picking up Alice. So apparently, don't be afraid to go down a different path in life. If it seems like it's something that's not comfortable, more times than not is something you should do. I'm going by only what I'm picking up here, not the words on that. And also with this going right here next to each other, me picking that up. Instead of painting something that's not authentic, paint something that comes from your heart. You know, just like painting roses red does not really truly make those roses red. But painting something from your heart that you're passionate about, or writing something that's in your heart that you're passionate about, will really go much farther than something that you only know from a surface level. Because people will know that it's not authentic when you just paint those roses red, metaphorically speaking, versus actually having those red roses, the passion, that you really can show, because something that you're truly passionate about will really show through, versus something that you're not, and it's really not going to come through the way it needs to, and it will come off phony and not something that anybody would be interested in. So really go after something that really pull from within and really put it out there. Don't be afraid. Don't hold yourself back. Just like what I picked up on, the whole don't stay on the sidelines. Do something in a very grand way. Even if it feels like you're putting yourself in the center of the attention, there's a reason for you to be put there, because you're meant to. So you can really bring forth what you're meant to. As it's meant for the world to see, not to keep to yourself. So I'm also picking up with that temporary, never make permanent decisions. This is too many cards. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. You may be going through something that's making you feel as though you can't do it, because at the moment you're not feeling your whole self right now. But don't disregard it altogether. Just work on what it is you need to work on. That'll help you to be more comfortable putting yourself out there. Because you have these great gifts and talents for reasons. Because you're meant to use them, utilize them, and really put them out there on display. Because it's meant for you to share, not keep it to yourself. And then you'll have that inner harmony within yourself, because then you'll be true to yourself by doing so and not holding back. Oh, no, too many. This one to fly out. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Also, obviously, especially with the whole, what I picked up on with that Gemini, talking to yourself more kindly is something else. Communicate with yourself more lovingly. We all can learn from that. I know that even speaks to me. Learn to see yourself in a better way and speak to yourself. If you would not speak to, say, a child, would you wouldn't talk to them in a critical way. So why would you talk to yourself that way? Talk to your inner child. How would you speak to a child? How you need to talk to your inner child. And this is really resonating with me as well. I struggle with that myself. So I'm learning as I'm teaching this to you. You have to learn to stop and realize, treat yourself like you would a child. Be gentle and loving and caring to yourself. Because you are worth a lot more than you realize. And then here at the bottom of the deck, we have, you are moving on a steady and reliable path. So keep going the direction you are as you're doing this and learning this, because you're going to move into a more steady and reliable path. Excuse me for a second. Okay. The next card, we have Energy Oracle. Action. And as you're coming into that more steady and reliable path, it's time to take more action. As in, stop hanging on the sideline and really put yourself out there and put in the action. You planned it, you strategized. If you've done that already, it's time to take that action. And I'm picking up for you to have this card. You've already done that part. So now it's time to take the action part. You can't just stay in your head about it. You can't just stay in your heart about it. You have to put the actions. Nobody can do it for you. You can only do it. So whatever's holding you back is yourself. Nobody else. You. So take that action. And just like this bird I'm picking up on, don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly. And I'm also picking up with this fence here. Perhaps you felt trapped in your mind. That's only an illusion. You're never trapped in your mind. Just come out of your mind and you'll see more clearly. Strategy. See, that just backed itself up right there. What was being picked up on. Strategize. So as you strategize, take that action. You must learn to strategize before you can take that action. Another, especially with this being picked up underneath, never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Clear your mind, really look and strategize, plan before you take that action. Don't take action, then strategize, because then that won't work. And here's the journal log coming out right here along with that creative writing. So part of that, if you're really wanting to take writing seriously, take up creative writing. If you're wanting to do something on a creative side, that is. It'll be a great compass for you. And this white feather sticking out to me. Listen to the angels that guide you along the way as well. This one would flip out, so there's a reason for it. Envy. I'm picking up with this envy being underneath this stop criticizing yourself part. Perhaps you got in this energy to begin with because you dealt with people that made you feel this way due to their own envy, but you could not see that's why. So you just fell right into their trap of them making you think that's who you are. And so you went with it, and you had to learn to stop doing that. They didn't want you to see who you are. But now, most of you, I'm feeling you're starting to see that now. That what they said was not true. They just didn't want you to see who you are. And now you're starting to see who you are. And for those of you that haven't, you're about to learn. And you're about to start seeing that. And to be kinder to yourself now. And the world. We have the world here. I'm going to make sure that's in the camera good enough. I haven't been getting that in there well, like I was saying. Let the world see the true you, as in putting yourself out there. Don't be afraid. For those that don't like you, that's their problem, not yours. You were given the gifts and the talents that you have because you're meant to use them and show yourself to the world. So if others might have tried to stray you a different ways because they didn't want you to use those, because they didn't have it, so they didn't think you should have it. So you go ahead and you do it anyway, because it is your God-given right, and you do it. Now that's all I'm picking up from the reading, and I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I enjoyed giving it to you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.